Hello and very welcome everyone to the session of Current Affairs of 6th February 2025. In today's session, we are going to discuss the things happened on this day and the events happened on this day. We will see the type of things that are important for our exams. So let's start. Before we start, the images, text and other materials used in our presentations are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners. If you are the owner and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the same. So first we have is the Southern Hemisphere's largest Hindu temple unveiled. So first of all, you need to understand that Earth is basically geographically or divided with an imaginary line called equator that divides Earth into two parts, the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere. So if it is saying Southern Hemisphere, then that means the area below the equator. So on February 2, 2025, Johannesburg, South Africa saw the grand inauguration of the largest Hindu temple in the Southern Hemisphere. The temple is part of the Bocha Asanvasi Akshar Purushottam Swami Narayan Sanstha, that is BAPS, Multicultural Center. The event was attended by South Africa's Deputy President Paul Mashtetle and spiritual leader Mahant Swami Maharaj. The temple serves as a place of worship and a hub for cultural exchange, education and social service. So here you can see this is the BAPS Mandir, or also known as with the full form of Bocha Asan Vasi Akshar Purushottam Swami Narayan Sanstha. If you remember, a year ago, this temple, part of this temple was also inaugurated in the Middle East countries. That is the first temple to be inaugurated in Middle East, and that was also inaugurated by Mr. Narendra Modi. Now, the another temple of the same institution was also started in South Africa's Johannesburg and has become the largest temple of Southern Hemisphere. So do remember its name. Trump pulls US from UN Human Rights Council, cuts UNRWA funding. President Donald Trump, who is the newly elected president, 47th president of USA, signed an executive order impacting US involvement in various United Nations bodies, including the United Nations Human Rights Council and UNRWA. The move also called for a review of US fundings to the UN and its associated organizations. Trump's decision highlights his administration's ongoing criticism of the UN's effectiveness in resolving global conflicts. The article explores the executive order, the reasons behind it, and the potential implications for global diplomacy and the US foreign policy. So here we can see that US exists and UN Human Rights Council holds UNRWA funding. So we have seen recently that for 90-day observation, the USA has stopped a lot of fundings and has also stopped with lot of agreements, working with lot of agreements like WHO, Paris Climate Agreement, funding for Bangladesh, and also now the Human Rights Council funding has also been stopped. So that is because the 90 days observation will be done, and after that the decision will be made that what type of funding are appropriate or not. So for that purpose this is done. GMR Airports joins United Nations Global Compact Initiative. So GMR Airports Limited, that is GAL, has joined the United Nations Global Compact, that is UNGC, reinforcing its commitment to sustainability and responsible business practices. This partnership marks GAL's dedication to aligning its operation with the 10 principles of the UNGC. The principles include human rights, labor standards, environmental protection, and anti-corruption. Through this alliance, GAL aims to integrate these principles into its operational strategies, contributing to the global sustainability agenda. So that is about the GMR. So GMR Airports joins United Nations Global Compact Initiative. That is to be more responsible towards the business practices and sustainable business to be developed. Shivraj Singh Chauhan launches Watershed Yatra. So Union Minister Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan launched the national level mass outreach campaign Watershed Yatra on February 4th, 2025. The campaign aims to promote awareness and active participation in watershed development activities under the watershed development component of Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. It focuses on engaging people in soil and water conservation efforts. The initiative aims to enhance agricultural productivity, livelihood, and environmental health across India. So, for this purpose and to create awareness regarding the watershed development activities under the watershed development component, so under of Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, this thing has been started and it also focuses on soil and water conservation, and apart from that also focuses on livelihoods, productivity and environmental health of India. So for this purpose this watershed yatra has been started by Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Union Budget 2025-2026, what nuclear power sector gets. So recently on 1st February, we all know that the budget was basically put forward by the ministry, by the union ministers and by the finance ministry. And now we have to see that what the nuclear power has got in it. So Union Budget 2025-2026 marks a significant step in India's nuclear energy ambitions. The government has prioritized nuclear power as a cornerstone of the country's long-term energy strategy. India aims to achieve 100 gigawatt of nuclear power capacity by 2047, reducing dependency on fossil fuels and bolstering energy security. So this is the agenda that by 2047 we have to achieve the 100 gigawatt of nuclear power, so that we will be shifting from the fossil fuels dependency and also we will be bolstering our energy uh, conservation and security. The nuclear energy emission for Viksit Bharat will promote domestic nuclear capabilities, encourage private sector involvement, and develop advanced nuclear technologies such as small modular reactors. So, for this purpose, the budget has been defined, and remember that by 2047 we have we have to achieve the 100 gigawatt of power to be generated from the nuclear plants, and because of which a lot of things have been made and lot of inputs have been given under this budget on nuclear sector. चंद्रयान से चुनाव तक इलेक्शन कमीशन initiative for West Delhi. So the Election Commission of India has launched the initiative Chandrayaan se Chunav Tak to increase voter awareness and participation in West Delhi. So every year, whenever the elections happen, Election Commission take out some initiatives to create awareness to the people. And this time, for the people of West Delhi, they have created this initiative of Chandrayaan se Chunav Tak. A special polling booth in Vikaspuri has been transformed into a space-themed voting experience. The initiative draws inspiration from India's ambitious space missions. It aims to enhance voter engagement, especially among the youth and elderly. So, do remember that Chandrayaan Se Chunav Tak is a initiative that was started by Election Commission during the Delhi elections and especially in the West Delhi. And this under this thing, they have transformed the booth of Vikas Puri in completely into a space themed voting experience, so that people and elderly and young people who are voting for the first time, and or also who are elderly people who are voting, they will get entertained, and also they will be getting fantasized that what exactly it is all about, and they will also get to know a lot about the space missions of India. So for that purpose this thing has been done. IICA CMAI sign MOU to boost decarbonization efforts. So the Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs and the Carbon Market Association of India have signed a memorandum of understanding in New Delhi. The agreement was announced on 4th February 2025 during the inaugural session of the IICA CMAI Masterclass on Global and Indian Carbon Markets. The event was graced by Sri Nitin Gadkari, the Union Minister for Road and Transport and Highways. The Memorandum of Understanding aims to advance India's carbon markets and decarbonization initiatives. So do remember that Indian Institute for Corporate Affairs and Carbon Market Association of India, they have signed a memorandum to boost the decarbonization. That means to reduce the carbon emission things in our country. And for that purpose, the Union Minister of Road and Transport and Highways, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, was also present during the event. And he also put some lights on the things that can be done for this decarbonization initiatives. Another one, NPCI proposes hike in ATM interchange fees. So the National Payment Corporation of India has proposed an increase in ATM interchange fees for both cash and non-cash transactions. This move aims to compensate banks and white label ATM operator for rising operational costs. The proposal supports the expansion of ATM networks across the country. The hike is expected to ensure the sustainability of ATM services. So NPCI has proposed the hike in ATM interchange fees. They have recently also made some changes in the UPI ID, and now they have some made changes in the hike in ATM interchange fees. This the purpose behind this is also so that the people will be more influenced towards using the online payment and money transfer through their NPCI or through their UPIs. That is also one of the purpose behind all of this. And apart from that, it is very necessary for the sustainability of ATM services as well. RBI 2000 note withdrawal to a 98% return, 2% still in circulation. So the Reserve Bank of India reported that as of 31st December 2024, only 6,691 crore worth of 2000 bank notes remained in circulation. This constitutes just 1.88% of the 3.56 lakh crore originally in use when the withdrawal was announced on May 19, 2023. This means 98.12% of these high value notes have been returned to the banking system. The withdrawal process has been largely successful. So I hope you remember that in 2016 this 2000 rupees note was started, but recently RBI has again discontinued this particular note from the circulation, and they have demanded all the notes back into the banking system. And according to the report, by 31st December, 98.12% of these notes have been returned. IOB joins Global Partnership for Carbon Accounting. So Indian Overseas Bank has become a signatory of the Partnership for Carbon Accounting Financials. This move reflects the bank's commitment to measuring and disclosing its greenhouse gas emissions associated with financed activities. IOB is aligning itself with international best practices in the financial sector. The initiative reinforces IOB's role in India's journey towards a net zero future. So if we talk about this one, so do remember that IOB, that is Indian Overseas Bank, has joins the Global Partnership for Carbon Accounting. Another one, South Indian Bank unveils startup current accounts for entrepreneurs. So South Indian Bank, that is also called SIB, has introduced two specialized startups current account products. The SIB Business Startup Current Account and SIB Corporate Startup Current Account cater to the unique needs of entrepreneurs. These accounts offer a range of benefits to simplify banking for startups. The initiative aims to help startups focus on scaling their businesses. So it is the bank called South Indian Bank, and they have started two new type of accounts for the business and businessmen and entrepreneurs. And these are called a startup current account, a startup and corporate startup current account. So basically, they can help in simplifying the things for these people, for these entrepreneurs, in gathering their businesses and operating the financial things through these accounts. India's gold investments soared 60% to 1.5 lakh crore in 2024. So in 2024, India witnessed a remarkable 60% surge in gold investments, reaching $18 billion, approximately 1.5 lakh crore. This increase was driven by rising gold prices, reduced import duties, and heightened demand during festive seasons. India's gold investment demand reached 239 tons, the highest since 2013. This accounted for 20% of the global gold investment demand. So there are some really important data that you should write down in your notebooks, because it tells us that there is a surge in the gold investment these days in India. Approximately 60% surge is there. Apart from that, recently the prices of gold were rising because of that also. Another thing is the reduced import duties and the heightened demand during the festive seasons. That is a consistent thing. So one more thing that we need to write down is that globally at world level we have approximately 20% of the global gold investment demand. So that is another important data that we should write down. So these are the important things related to the gold investment in India. Fort William renamed as Vijay Durg. So Fort Williams was one of the fort that was established by the British East India Company, and Britishers, after creating the city or building the city called Calcutta, they have started building this fort in the 1690s, and it remained as one of the major place from where they controlled the major territories of India during the British East India Company reign, and after that till 1911, till they shifted their capital to Delhi. So let's talk about it. So the Indian Army has renamed Kolkata's Fort William, the headquarters of its Eastern Command, as Vijay Durg. This decision was made in December 2024, reflects India's commitment to honoring its indigenous military history over colonial relics. The renaming is inspired by the historic Vijay Durg Fort in Maharashtra, a naval stronghold under Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. This move aligns with the government's broader push to erase colonial imprints from institutions and landmarks. So do remember that Fort William, the name has been changed and now it will be called as the Vijay Durg. And currently it is under the control of Indian Army, and they are using it as the headquarters of the Eastern Command. What is flu A and flu B? Let's see the differences between them. So influenza, commonly referred to as the flu, is a highly contagious viral infection affecting the respiratory system. It can range from mild to severe, leading to serious complications such as pneumonia, bronchitis, and worsening to chronic conditions. Influenza is caused by influenza virus, spread through respiratory droplets when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks. Understanding its causes, symptoms, prevention, and treatment is essential for public health awareness. So that is basically the difference of flu. And do remember that the influenza is commonly called as the flu, and it is related to the severe chronic conditions related to pneumonia, bronchitis, and a worsening respiratory system. And if we talk about this one, so a lot to do for relation to the flu so that it can be cured. ISRO unveils Feast 2025 software at IIT Hyderabad. So the Indian Space Research Organization introduced the latest version of its structural analysis software, Finite Element Analysis of Structures, Feast 2025. The unveiling took place at the 8th National Finite Element Developers Feast Users Meet NEAFED 08 held at IIT Hyderabad. The event was organized in collaboration with Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. Over 250 experts from academia, industry, and research institutions attended to discuss advancement in finite element-based structural analysis. So that is about the ISRO and how the ISRO has unveiled the FEAST 2025 software at IIT Hyderabad. Recently, IIT Indore, they have also started AgriHub. Do remember that as well. And now IIT Hyderabad, the FEAST 2025 software has been unveiled. India strengthens biomedical research with first parrot research facility. So India has inaugurated its first parrot research facility at the Translational Health Science and Technology Institute in Faridabad, Haryana. This facility is a major leap in the country's efforts to strengthen research in infectious and non-communicable diseases. Dr. Rajesh Gokhale, Director General of the Biotechnology Research and Innovation Council, led the inauguration. The new research center aims to play a crucial role in the development of vaccines and therapeutics, enhancing the country's readiness for emerging diseases. So do remember that India strengthens the biomedical research with first ferret research facility. End of an era, Riddhiman Shah retires from cricket. So former Indian wicketkeeper batter Riddhiman Shah has announced his retirement from all forms of cricket. The 40-year-old cricketer played his final match for Bengal against Punjab in the Ranji Trophy Elite 2024-2025 Group C encounter. Shah had earlier retired from international cricket in November 2024. He expressed his gratitude towards his family, coaches, and cricketing associations for their unwavering support throughout his career. So Vridhiman Shah has retired from international cricket, and do remember that he was a wicketkeeper batsman and played crucial innings many a times for India as well, and now he has retired from international cricket. International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation 2025. So International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation was observed on 6th February. It is related to how the female genitals were mutilated. Female genital mutilation involves the partial or total removal of external female genitalia for non-medical reasons. Recognized internationally as a violation of human rights, FGM has severe physical, psychological, and social consequences. Despite being concentrated in 30 countries across Africa and the Middle East, FGM is a global issue, with cases reported in Asia, Latin America, and among immigrant communities in Western Europe, North America, Australia, and New Zealand. So, female genital mutilation and Zero Tolerance International Day is observed on 6th of February every year. And this is against the removal of female genitalia for non-medical reasons that is being done. And if we talk about this one, so there is a physical, psychological, and social consequences on the mind of women. So because of this day is observed. Dubai's Global Justice Summit welcomes 2,800 peacekeepers, Nobel laureates. So Dubai is set to host the inaugural Global Justice, Love and Peace Summit on April 12 to 13, 2025 at the Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City. The event, organized by the IM Peacekeeper Movement, will gather 2,800 peacekeepers and 72 distinguished speakers. Among the speakers are 10 Nobel laureates, heads of state, and religious leaders. The summit aims to promote justice, love, and peace, establishing an ongoing global platform for such discussion in Dubai. So, do remember that if we are talking about the Global Justice Summit, so it is being welcomed by the 2,800 peacekeepers Nobel laureates in Dubai. Gopal Vittal appointed acting chair of GSMA board. So on February 3rd, 2025, Gopal Vittal, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Bharti Airtel, took over as the acting chair of the GSMA board. The appointment followed the resignation of Jose Maria Alvarez Palet, Chairman and CEO of Telefonica. Alvarez Palet stepped down due to his departure from Telefonica. The transition highlights dynamic changes within the global telecommunications industry. So do remember the name Gopal Vittal, and he has been appointed as the chairman of GSMA board, replacing Jose Maria Alvarez Palet. So let's do some questions now and try to understand at what we can learn. So when was the largest Hindu temple in the southern hemisphere inaugurated, and where is it located? Options are January 1st, 2025 in Cape Town, South Africa, February 2, 2025 in Johannesburg, South Africa, March 3rd, 2025 in Durban, South Africa, or April 4, 2025 in Pretoria, South Africa. So if we talk about this one, so correct answer will be B option, that is February 2, 2025 in Johannesburg, South Africa. Let's talk more about it. So the largest Hindu temple in the southern hemisphere was inaugurated on 2nd February 2025 in Johannesburg, South Africa. This significant event marked the opening of the temple, which is part of the Bocha Boka Asanwasi Akshar Purushottam Swami Narayan Sanstha Multicultural Center. And I already also told you that this temple was also inaugurated, a part of it was also inaugurated in Middle East last year, which was also inaugurated by Mr. Narendra Modi. So do remember that. Which United Nations bodies were directly impacted by President Donald Trump executive order? UN Security Council and UN General Assembly, UN Human Rights Council and UNRWA, UN Economic and Social Council and UN Secretariat, UN International Court of Justice and UN Trustship Council. So if we talk about this question, so answer is B option, UN Human Rights Council and UNRWA. Let's talk more about it. So President Donald Trump's executive order specifically impacted the UN Human Rights Council and UNRWA, United Nations Relief and Work Agency for Palestine Refugees. The decision was part of a broader review of US fundings to the UN and its associated organizations, reflecting the administration criticism of the UN's effectiveness in resolving global conflicts. So correct answer is B. What initiative has GMR Airport Limited, that is GAL, joined to reinforce its commitment to sustainability and responsible businesses practices. Options are World Economic Forum, United Nations Global Compact, International Air Transport Association, Global Reporting Initiative. So if we talk about this one, so correct answer is B option, United Nations Global Compact. So let's see more about it. So GMR Airports Limited, GAL, has joined the United Nations Global Compact, which emphasizes its dedication to sustainability and responsible business practices. This partnership involves aligning GAL's operations with the 10 principles of the UNGC, which include human rights, labor standards, environmental protection, and anti-corruption. So the correct answer is B. When did Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan launch the national level mass outreach campaign Watershed Yatra? We just talked about this one. Options are January 4, 2025, February 4, 2025, March 4, 2025, April 4, 2025. So if we talk about this question, the correct answer will be February 4, 2025. Let's see more about it. So Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan launched the national level mass outreach campaign Watershed Yatra on February 4, 2025. The campaign aims to promote awareness and active participation in watershed development activities under the watershed development component of Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. What is the target nuclear power capacity India aims to achieve by 2047 as per the Union Budget 2025-2026? Options are 50 gigawatt, 75 gigawatt, 100 gigawatt, or 150 gigawatt. If we talk about this one, so correct answer will be 100 gigawatt. So let's talk more on this. So according to the Union Budget 2025-2026, India aims to achieve a nuclear power capacity of 100 gigawatt by 2047. This goal is part of the country's strategy to reduce dependency on fossil fuels and enhance energy security. What is the primary goal of the Election Commission of India's initiative Chandrayaan se Chunav Tak in West Delhi? Options are to promote space exploration among the youth, to increase voter awareness and participation, to transform polling booths into educational centers, to conduct elections in a space themed environment. So if we take a look at all the options, so all seems correct, but we have to see about the primary goal. So what is the primary goal? Answer is B option, to increase voter awareness and participation. So let's read more about it. So primary goal of the Election Commission of India's initiative Chandrayaan se Chunav Tak is to increase voter awareness and participation in West Delhi. The initiative includes transforming a special polling booth in Vikaspuri into a space-themed voting experience to draw inspiration from India's space missions and engage voters, especially the youth and elderly. So answer is B. Which organization signed a memorandum of understanding to boost decarbonization efforts in India? Options are Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs (IICA) and Carbon Market Association of India, Indian Institute of Technology and Carbon Market Association of India, Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs and Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, Indian Institute of Technology and Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. Think about it. So correct answer for this question will be Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs and Carbon Market Association of India. Let's see more on this. So the Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs and the Carbon Market Association of India signed a memorandum of understanding in New Delhi to advance India's carbon markets and decarbonization initiatives. This agreement was announced on 4th February 2025 during the inaugural session of the IICA CMAI Masterclass on Global and Indian Carbon Markets. What is the primary reason behind NPCI's proposal to increase ATM interchange fees? Options are to reduce the number of ATMs in the country, to compensate banks and white label ATM operators for rising operational costs, to increase the profits of NPCI, or to discourage the use of cash transactions. So think about it. So we have read about it, and I hope the answer is quite in your mind. Answer is B option, to compensate banks and white label ATMs operators for rising operational costs. So let's talk more about it. So the National Payment Corporation of India has proposed an increase in ATM interchange fees to compensate banks and white label ATM operators for rising operational costs. This move is intended to support the expansion of ATM networks and ensure the sustainability of ATM services. What percentage of 2000 banknotes originally in use have been returned to the banking system as of December 31st, 2024? Options are 95%, 98.12%, 90.50%, or 85.75%. So if we talk about this one, so correct answer will be B option, 98.12%. Let's talk more on this. So as of December 31st, 2024, the Reserve Bank of India reported that 98.12% of the 2000 bank notes originally in use have been returned to the banking system. This indicates that the withdrawal process has been largely successful, with only 6,691 crore worth of 2000 rupees banknotes still in circulation, constituting just 1.88% of the 3.56 lakh crore originally in use. So correct answer is 98.12%. What recent initiative has Indian Overseas Bank undertaken to demonstrate its commitment to environmental sustainability? Options are IOB has launched a new green saving account. IOB has become a signatory of the Partnership for Carbon Accounting Financials. IOB has started a tree plantation drive. IOB has introduced a new eco-friendly credit card. So if we talk about this one, so correct answer will be B option. IOB has become a signatory of the Partnership for Carbon Accounting Financials. Let's talk more on this. So Indian Overseas Bank has become a signatory of the Partnership for Carbon Accounting Financials. This move reflects the bank's commitment to measuring and disclosing its greenhouse gas emissions associated with financed activities, aligning itself with international best practices in the financial sector and reinforcing its role in India's journey towards a net zero future, which we already talked about. So answer is B. Which bank has introduced specialized startup current account or products for entrepreneurs? Options are North Indian Bank, East India Bank, South Indian Bank, or West Indian Bank. So correct answer for this question will be C. South Indian Bank. Let's talk more on this. South Indian Bank has introduced two specialized startup current accounts products, namely the SIB Business Startup Current Account and SIB Corporate Startup Current Account, to cater to the unique needs of entrepreneurs and simplify banking for startups. What was the primary reason for the 60% surge in India's gold investment in 2024? Options are increased gold mining activities, rising gold prices, reduced import duties, and heightened demand during festive seasons, government subsidies on gold purchases, decreased global gold production. So, in this scenario, the correct answer is B option, rising gold prices, reduced import duties, and heightened demand during festive seasons. Let's talk more about it. So the 60% surge in India's gold investment in 2024 was primarily driven by rising gold prices, reduced import duties, and heightened demand during festive seasons. These factors collectively contributed to the significant increase in gold investment, reaching 1.5 lakh crore. So answer B is correct. What is the new name given to Kolkata's Fort Williams by the Indian Army? Options are Shivaji Fort, Vijayadurg, Eastern Command Fort, or Maharashtra Fort. So it is being used as the Eastern Command by the Indian Army, and now the name has been changed. The answer is B option, Vijayadurg. The Indian Army has renamed Kolkata's Fort William, the headquarters of its Eastern Command, as Vijayadurg. This decision, made in December 2024, reflects India's commitment to honoring its indigenous military history over colonial relics. The renaming is inspired by the historic Vijayadurg Fort in Maharashtra, a naval stronghold under Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. What is the primary cause of influenza, commonly known as the flu? Options are bacterial infection, fungal infection, influenza viruses, or parasitic infection. So if we talk about this one, so it is very simple. We have just talked about it. Answer is C option, influenza viruses. Let's talk more on it. So influenza, commonly referred to as the flu, is caused by the influenza viruses. These viruses spread through respiratory droplets when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks. Understanding the cause of influenza is essential for public health awareness and prevention. Where did ISRO unveil the latest version of its structural analysis software, FEAST 2025? Options are IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Hyderabad, or IIT Madras. So if we talk about this one particular question, the answer is IIT Hyderabad. Let's talk more on this. So ISRO introduced the latest version of its structural analysis software, FEAST 2025, at the 8th National Finite Element Developers FEAST Users Meet NAFED08, held at IIT Hyderabad. Where has India inaugurated its first ferret research facility? Very important question. Options are Mumbai, Maharashtra, Bengaluru, Karnataka, Faridabad, Haryana, Kolkata, West Bengal. So according to this point, the correct answer is C option, Faridabad, Haryana. So India has inaugurated its first ferret research facility at the Translational Health Science and Technology Institute in Faridabad, Haryana. This facility is a significant step in enhancing the country's research capabilities in infectious and non-communicable diseases. So correct answer is C, Faridabad. When did Vridhaman Shah retire from international cricket? Options are November 2023, November 2024, December 2024, or January 2025. So in this category, the correct answer is November 2024. So Vridhaman Shah retired from international cricket in November 2024 as mentioned, and the correct answer is B option. When was the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation observed in 2025? Options are 6th January, 6th February, 6th March, or 6th April. So International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation was observed in on 6th February 2025. So the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation was observed on 6th February 2025. This day aims to raise awareness about the harmful practices of female genital mutilation and its severe physical, psychological, and social consequences. When and where will the inaugural Global Justice, Love and Peace Summit be held? 10th to 11th March 2025 at the Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City. 12th to 13th April 2025 at the Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City. 15th to 16th May 2025 at the Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City, or 20 to 21st June 2025 at the Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City. So correct answer for this question will be B option, April 12 to 13, 2025 at the Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City. So the inaugural Global Justice, Love and Peace Summit will be held on 12th to 13th April 2025 at the Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City. This event is organized by the I Am Peacekeeper movement and aims to promote justice, love and peace. Who was appointed as the acting chair of the GSMA board on 3rd February 2025? Options are Jose Maria Alvarez Pallet, Gopal Vittal, Sunil Bharti Mittal, or Mukesh Ambani. So if we talk about this one, so correct answer will be B option, Gopal Vittal. Let's talk more on this. So on 3rd February 2025, Gopal Vittal, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Bharti Airtel, was appointed as the acting chair of the GSMA board following the resignation of Jose Maria Alvarez Pallet, Chairman and CEO of Telefonica. So do remember, answer is Gopal Vittal. And that's it in this session. And I will meet you in the next session and we'll discuss more on current affairs. Till the time we meet, bye bye. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.